Howdy. For the past few years, I've been obsessed with rules. Like I mentioned in my last video, my social anxiety and fear of failure meant that I've been trying to live life correctly instead of authentically. And this led to anxiously trying to follow all of society's unwritten rules. You know, the things like you must do this at a certain age or you must look a certain way, things that are not based in anything concrete and have no real established goal. Yet society will try and subtly enforce them anyway. We can test a rule by using this base and goal method, usually in a sentence that contains because and to. Don't put your hand in fire. Why? Because fire burns your body and you need to keep yourself safe. Save money instead of spending it all. Why? Because you need to be financially secure in order to have enough money to buy things and cover unexpected expenses. Unexpected expenses. Both of these don't have penned laws, but what they're based in and what their goal is rooted in the core fundamentals of life itself. Now let's take an example of a useless unwritten rule, like the very basic boys equals blue, girls equals pink. Well, obviously because in order to... There's nothing you could throw in these slots that justify it more than it is just the way it is. Does breaking this rule affect the fundamentals of life itself? No. Obviously, there are others that are more complex than this, but a lot of these social norms to do with appearance, behavior, and what you should desire simply fall under that's what we've decided it is. If everyone wore plastic bananas on their heads and just continued as normal, nothing fundamentally would change. And that's how I feel about these superficial rules and trends. And I was scared to deviate from that in case people screamed, "Where is your banana?" But that is just the web I found myself in, being scared of rejection and addicted to approval. So what happens when you step off that web and break some unwritten rules? Well, I did a little experiment. Right guys, today is the day. This is the drip we're going with. We got a cool hat, dressing gown, spatula, and then obviously the kicks, you know. Gotta rock the Converse. I can't even film like this. Wait, this is weird. You get the idea. Man, oh man, this is it. I can't go back from this. This is the point of no return. But yeah, so the plan is that I'm gonna go down, gonna hunt down some food, and then I'm gonna head to the beach and do a sacrifice. So next time I see you, I might be on the street. I don't know when I'm gonna record. But yeah, let's break some rules. We out here. Wow, advertising. Anyway, finished, and this all have to do. So yeah, to the beach. Right, I'm on the street, waiting for the lights to change. So I think if the truck would pass, it's a good time for an update. Most of the time, people just get on with their day, honestly. I should have done this years ago. We made it. I don't want to find a secluded place, but I mean, come on, anywhere will do. Uh-oh, we're back to me. Even if a rule is fruitless, pointless, and unnecessary, like listing 3 words with the same meaning, there is still the fear that the people who take it seriously will enforce its punishment, thus legitimizing the fear of breaking it. I want to trust God and believe He rules, but I'm scared of breaking not only the unwritten rules, but the parts of the law that don't align with the biblical rules. So what do? Well, let's turn to Daniel.
Hello, it's me, Daniel Craig, here to tell you 2 stories from my book.
Yeah, I'm not admitting this whole thing. Daniel 3, King Nebuchadnezzar makes this big gold statue. Then he sends a command out saying, everyone bow to it. If you don't, you're gonna burn. I'm gonna throw you in a furnace. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego are like, nah, G. I'm serious. I will do it. Hey, I can't lie. The God we serve can save us. But even if He doesn't, we're not bound to that. Right? Okay. Yeah. Throw them in. Just throw them in the furnace. And they get thrown in the furnace. Daniel 6. Daniel, the guy from the book of Daniel, is a hired administrator appointed by King Darius. He's pretty good, and the other administrators are like, man, let's get rid of this guy, let's cancel him. So they look to find something they can cancel him with, but they can't find anything. So they go up to Darius like, my king, no one does it like you, you know. Let's make a law that no one can pray to anyone else but you for the next month. And the king's like, okay. See, Daniel prays like 3 times a day, so when he hears about this law, he's like, oh no. Anyway, goes to his room and prays, leaves the window open, Man does not care. So the officials catch him and they go to the king like, hey, remember that law you made about the praying thing? Well, yeah, Daniel just broke the law and now you have to throw him in the den. Because that's what it's written, it's what it says, you have to do it. The king's like, Dan, there's nothing I can do. The law's the law. So they throw Daniel into a den of lions. Found the place.
What the heck? I'm bending my spatula. Should have thought this through. Okay. Let's put this rock here. There we go. There lies everything.
By not following the rules that go against God, the guys in these stories find themselves in pretty dire situations. But what's there to be sad about? The stories aren't finished. Story's finished? I don't think so. Back to Daniel 3. They're thrown in the furnace, all tied up. It's hopeless. But then Nebuchadnezzar's like, shut up a minute. How many guys we throw in there? 3, right? So why are there 4 men, unbound, walking around, chilling in this fire? And the 4th one looks like a god. He calls Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego out. They walk out, nothing burned, and they don't even smell like smoke. Daniel 6. It's the morning after. The king rushes to the den of lions to check if Daniel is alive. Daniel, did your God save you? Daniel's like, yeah, we Gucci. The king orders for Daniel to be lifted out of the den, and he comes out without even a scratch. He doubles up a lion on the way out like, yeah, see you, my G. The lion's like, yeah, rah, in it. Daniel tells the king that the Lord sent his angel to close the mouths of the lions. Then he throws the officials who made the law into the den, and they get ripped up immediately. So, L plus ratio plus you thought you ate, but you got eaten. So, in the end, who rules really? The weather has begun to turn, so I think I need to head home. I think it's hailing. How is it hailing? Look at this. This is mental. My hat almost blew off. I committed. Put it back on. We're getting home, boys. And I'm home. Wow. That was something. Let's see what my hair looks like right now. Ooh. On the way down, before my food, I was kind of like, ooh, are people gonna look at me, or is this gonna happen? Is that gonna happen? Once I reached McDonald's, right, and I just got my order and just sat down, I just realized, man, nobody cares. I'm just the guy in the dressing gown, you know, and a hat. I thought there was gonna be a fuss. I thought more people were gonna turn and look or laugh, but they were just kind of like, huh? What's this guy doing? And then they just went on with their day. Can I say now that I'm embarrassed? No, because embarrassment is something that you accept, you know? If you do it and you're not embarrassed, no matter how much people are trying to embarrass you, you can't get embarrassed, you know? It was good, it was great. I saw a dog. It came right up to my face. I don't know if I caught that on camera.
Hey! This dog just came up to me, man. Love the dog.
I think that's it from me. I'm cold. My hands are frozen. I think that's a trial by fire. So I'm a whole new man. So there we go. My journey into letting go of unnecessary social pressures and unwritten rules. So tell me, what king do you listen to? How sturdy are the rules you follow? And when the storm comes to test your foundations, does your house still stand? Because the storm always comes.